Hi guys, what's up? Welcome back. For today's video, I wanted to share with you guys a first impression on the brand new Natasha Denona Mini Bronze Eyeshadow Palette. But firstly, I kind of switched up my background. Let me know what you think about it. It's a bit different. I had to take out the dresser and put it somewhere else, so that's why I put this like faux plant here. But I don't know how I'm feeling about it, you know what I'm saying? And the lights in the back, I'm not really sure you could see. I do have my base done already. I did quickly just want to speak about the Too Faced Natural Chocolate bronzer. I have it on my skin today. I bronzed up my face with it. For blush, I use the Benefit Shelly blush. It's been my favorite for like since I purchased it. But back to this bronzer, how yum. So Too Faced just launched this bronzer. I'll have this linked down below in the description box. It's available at Sephora. I picked mine up in the shade Golden Cocoa, which is the lighter of the two. They also have a shade that's a bit deeper. With the pictures on Sephora's site, it looks like there is glitter in here, but actually there's really no glitter like whatsoever. I'm not really sure what the difference between this one and then the chocolate bronzers are, like their typical bronzers. But for this one, I know it says 97% naturally derived ingredients, so the ingredients just might be different and the packaging. So just to keep you guys posted and informed, there is no glitter in here. Maybe baby fine glitters, but very, like, you can barely see it with the naked eye. So I did apply it on my skin. You can see here in the demo, I loved how it applied. Super smooth. It gives the perfect amount of warmth to the skin, and it also, honestly, also smells really, really good. It smells like just natural chocolate, and I love it. I think it's perfect on. So if you have a similar skin tone to mine, the lighter of the two would work out. If you have a deeper skin tone, they have a deeper shade on Sephora's site, but cuteness galore. So, and then for blush, like I said, Shelly blush. If you're gonna pick one of them, I love a few, and I think that they're all gorgeous, really, and they all perform nicely. But this, really, when it comes down to it, has been the one I've been using legit the most. It's the prettiest, cutest blush. Okay, so let's hop into the Natasha Denona Mini Bronze Palette. This right here actually retails for $27. These little ones by Natasha Denona used to retail for $25, but I'm noticing that a lot of brands are raising their prices, like the prices of their makeup, by like $1 to $2 to $5. So we have that with this one. In this palette here, you do get 4 brand new mattes. I want to say they're brand new, and a brand new metallic shade. So 5 shades in total. I would have loved if she would have maybe included 2 metallics, just because I feel like you could probably do more. But we have 4 mattes, 1 metallic. I want to test this out to see how it applies, if it's the same formula as her other little ones. And I'm curious to see what I could really do with this, to be honest, because there's only 1 metallic and usually I need like at least 2. That's what I always want with these little ones. Like, give me 2 metallics, 3 mattes, will be golden here. I am gonna also compare it to the bronze palette, like the regular bronze palette, which is $65. This is one of my favorites. I'm gonna show a close-up of how it looks, but I think like this is like one of my favorites. I use this all of the time, and if I'm really ever going for that like bronzy toned look, I'll use this or one of the Patrick Ta Major Dimension palettes. So we've got Sisters here, which I'm loving. And yeah, let's get started with the look, see what's up. The first brush I'm gonna go in with is the BK Beauty 201 brush, and I'm gonna go ahead and use this shade right over here to set the entire lid. I always set my lids just because I feel like it gives me like a good smooth base to work with, and I think this is a pretty good shade. It's giving a little bit of color. Yeah, I think. Is it? Or is that my brush? Yeah, it seems like it's giving a drop of color, but not as much. Actually, in the pan, it doesn't look like it's gonna do much, but once it's applied, it seems like, whoops, there's a little bit of something there. The next shade I'm gonna use is this one right over here, the middle shade. It's like a warm, light camel-y type of color. These are really nice, very smooth. They have a little bit of kick up, but I mean, I'm used to that when it comes to Natasha Denona shadows, just because they're so soft, they do have a little bit of kick up. Usually with these specific shades, I'll just put on mascara, sometimes liner, and I'll just kind of bounce for the day because I just love how much it actually does for the eye. For one shadow, I think it's stunning. The next shade I'm gonna go in with is this one, which is more of like a burnt brown, slightly red tone shade. I'm gonna take a drop on the same brush. I've been using the same brush till now. I'm just gonna put it over this to blend it out even further into like the brow bone, so it looks much more like diffused. So nice. Actually, before I continue, I did want to put on this Lawless Forget the Filler gloss. It's a lip plumping gloss, but I feel like it doesn't like kill my lips, if you know what I'm saying. And it's really nice and moisturizing, plus it has a good scent to it. One of my subscribers got me hooked on this, Angela. She loves them, so I'm like, hey, I gotta try this. The next shade I'm gonna go in with is the deepest of the 5, which is just like a chocolatey brown. Not super deep, but deepest compared to like the other colors. On the same brush, just because I wanna keep it diffused and totally blended out. And I'm gonna put this like a drop lower. So, and typically when I go in with a fluffy brush with like a deeper shade, I'll put it down, then I'll just kind of like wiggle back and forth. And then slowly kind of work my way inwards there, just to kind of keep the blown out effect like vibing. I would have loved at least 2 metallics, so I would have been able to do a little bit more with the palette, you know? I mean, just with my style of doing makeup, but then also I feel like it would just add so much more diversity with this. So that's my main issue with this little one. Initially when I saw it also online, I'm like, oh no, because I think she could have done, like this is okay, like this is nice, but I think she could have done so much better. If you don't have a lot of warm tone palettes, which I feel like a lot of us probably kind of like do, maybe this might be nice. The formula seems amazing, very smooth, very consistent with, you know, what we're used to from her. And then for the lids, I typically go in with matte shades as of lately, like I just do a full matte eye look, but in this case, I'm gonna go ahead and use the metallic here because I'm really curious to see what type of color it is really like on the eyes, how it's gonna perform, all of that. So I'm just gonna put this on the, I thought maybe it would be like a duochrome, but it's just a bronzy metallic. It does pair really nicely with the other shades though, so this is like a good, like I feel like this is a solid bronzy look, you know, if you're into this vibe and you would do this look often and you need something that's like tried and true, it might be a good little one. But again, just not enough options personally for me. Next, we're up to lower lash line. I feel like I need to wash my brushes, like emergency status, like today, yesterday style. For the lower lash line, I'm gonna go in with the deepest, and then I'm gonna blend it out with like this color. And this is just a small e.l.f. kind of like shader brush that I got, I think from the Cookies and Cream or Dreams collection. I don't really blend it out initially. I just place, oh, that's a bit much. That's a bit much. Slap that. So put it down. I'm gonna go in with this Morphe JH33 brush. Actually, I found a bunch of these brushes at TJ Maxx. Clean it a bit and just blend it a bit as well. I'm gonna go in with a little bit more. The brush, actually, I'm not gonna go in with the other shades. The other shade to blend it out with. I'm just gonna blend it out with a clean brush since I actually went in twice with the color. For liner, you guys need to jump on this. This is by Pixi. I think it's available on Ulta, but if not, definitely on Target. It's one of their newer liners in 1 second. What color? Black Cocoa. This is such a stunning, beautiful brown shade, and I feel like I've been really gravitating towards this specific liner because of the color and because of the formula as of lately. It's one of their Endless Silky eyeliners, which just looks so good on. I'm gonna pop a little bit of that in the waterline. Also gonna tightline with this as well, just a little. Yeah, I really, really love this. If you especially have brown eyes, this will be winter energy. For mascara, I'm gonna go in with the Benefit Bad Gal Bang Mascara. This is like my second or third tube. Love the Essence Lash Princess, by the way, but this, I would say the Essence is probably a dupe for this one, but still this one is so good. A little bit more of a wetter formula, but it just makes your lashes look literally insane in the most beautiful way ever. I'm obsessed. I definitely feel like you can kind of leave it like this. I'm just so used to wearing lashes, so for me, lashes are usually a must, but I still think that even with that, it still looks 10 out of 10. In the meantime, while the glue on my lashes dry just a bit, I'm gonna go in with one of the lip balms, the Vice Lip Balms by Urban Decay in the shade Pleased. And I did wear one in yesterday's video, but I wanted to try this one. You kind of have to shake them to like activate them, and it's supposed to be like a hybrid between like a liquid lipstick and a gloss. lasting power of liquid lipstick, and it's supposed to give you like a glossy finish. It has a little bit of a thicker feel, so you definitely kind of feel it on the lips. But I would say the staying power is pretty nice, and depending on the color, it'll fade away quicker or like slower, you know? I'm gonna put it on the gloss. Here is pretty much what the color looks like what we're working with. And I'm just in the process of putting on the lashes. I need a tweezer, like, oh, here, perfect, like today. So here's the final look. I just want to go in with a little bit of like a highlighting shade. I'm gonna pop into this little one by Pat McGrath and highlight the inner corner a bit. I just feel like it's missing something. So for example, that would have been just also another nice shade that could have been included in the mini bronze. All right, so based on my first impressions, firstly, I love this Too Faced bronzer. Even after using it once, it's the cutest thing, and I just love the color. Worked out really well. For the Natasha Denona mini bronze palette, again, like I kind of mentioned in the video, I feel like it's a nice little one. The shades blend out really nicely, very smooth. I think you can do at least one gorgeous look, but you could use, of course, each one separately if you want to go for like that kind of look. Personally would have loved if there would be 2 metallics in here just so we can have more diversity with this one. Nonetheless, the formula is definitely 10 out of 10. If you do have the larger bronze palette, like I mentioned, the shades in here are actually brand new, so there aren't any duplicates. So if you are a Natasha Denona shadow collector, then you probably will need this in your life. But if you were really just thinking about it in a way where it's like, hey, like I want a nice bronzy palette, do I need this? Can I do a lot with this? If you're already spending the 27 bucks, personally, I would definitely go for this. I just feel like you have more diversity with this one. But if you kind of wanted to dip your toes into the Natasha Denona life or the bronze life, you can get like a good little idea of what it has to offer from this one. Some of the shades seem very similar, like there are similar shades, but like I said, they are different, but like they're very similar, you know? So anyway, that's the 411 on this little palette. I would definitely love to hear your comments, your thoughts down below, and I'll see you all in my next video.